Seeing all the amazing things that God did through women in the Bible, it was for me, a father of a daughter, extremely important to inspire my daughter to be able to do whatever she felt God guided her to do. So here's some amazing stories of women that are really doing the toughest, most inspiring, most difficult jobs and careers in the world, which is just fantastic.
I was 3 years old when Chris Sharma made the first ascent of biography. That was the first 515 in the world. Partially why the climb means so much to me is because of the rich history behind it. Biography is such a beautiful line. When I look at it, I think it's one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful in the world. There are difficult sections throughout the route. It kind of incorporates all different aspects of sport climbing into one. Endurance is important, but power is also important. It's this perfect balance of powerful and delicate. I got a little battle wound, but that's good. Kinda wakes you up, gets you ready. When I'm climbing the route, especially you get into the middle section and it flows so perfectly. But at the top, that's when it's the make or break. I go up right hand to a little crimp, then I go left hand to a foothold, straight up to the pinchy pocket thing with a thumb. I go out right to a pocket, which I really love actually, and I reach up far left hand to the little bowling ball, the pocket with a thumb. And that's the crux. I mean, I've fallen up there several times now, more than several times. One time I actually got that left hand.
Come on. Yes. Come on, Margot.
I was so excited and I was off.
Yes.
Oh no!
Good effort.
I literally slipped on my own blood. But that's where it's important not to say, oh, if I fall in there, then I'm going to keep falling there. Decently clean right now. This is my map. I have all of the holds and I have sometimes little notes on it. Breathe, rest, believe. This is breathe, be in the moment. I've done all the moves on the climb. I know the climb in my body and in my mind, and so you just have to make it happen. Take.
Did you just send?
I did. For like the 100th time. Okay, papa.
Okay.
Je suis prête. when you get to that point before that final crux, there's a certain intensity knowing that you've been through this entire journey and then really the challenge has just begun.
Come on. Good, come on. Nice, come on. Come on, Marco. Yes, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, do it. Yes, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes, come on. Come on. Yes, come on.
When you break through and you do make it happen, you get this surge of energy, this magic that comes to you. And you hit this stride and you feel unstoppable. Like, kind of getting emotional. It's this feeling that you can't really describe. It's just really amazing.
Show jumping has been totally dominated by men throughout all of history, and there are so many women, including my daughter, that love horses and horse riding. Watch this video clip of a woman for the first time ever winning the World Championship, and this is just giving inspiration and energy to women across the world, where they really can become the best in almost any industry they want to.
We're down to the last competitor of the 2018 FEI jumping at the World Equestrian Games. As Simone Blum for Germany, 2017 leading German rider here at DSP Alice at the biggest moment of this 29-year-old's career. Now, she knows that the time is tight, but she also knows that she has got some time penalties to play with, because she's on 2.47. Martin Fuchs in silver medal position, or in gold medal position at the moment, 6.68. So she can have one fence down.
This horse is just got springs in its legs. Hear a pin drop in here.
This mare has just been magnificent, magnificent. The only combination of athletes to be completely clear through these games in the FEI jumping.
2 to go. 1 to go.
She's done it! She's done it for Germany! Simone Blum takes gold here in Tryon. The 2018 individual gold medals.
3, 2, 1. I love to fly so much. It's so natural to me. My name is Roberta Mancino. I'm Italian and I'm a skydiver and a stunt woman. And so I was dreaming about to do the same. I have been working a lot for commercials and stunt jobs for Marvel. There is lots of stunt works that we do in this drop zone for Hollywood movies. Stunt jobs, for just any other training that you can do. here we can adjust the speed, so we can fly lower speed, higher speed. I describe my style of flying, very artistic and elegant.
Yeah, aerial mastering is definitely a lot of fun. The most fun. As a helicopter mastering pilot, we're working cattle from the sky. We're stockmen in the sky.
Those pilots are the modern cowboy, really, you know, like the modern ringer. If the choppers were to stop right here and now, this industry wouldn't move. You know, that's how dependent on helicopters we have become in the north. Well, before helicopters, you went out with a team of 12 men plus 2 horse-tailers, and sometimes up to 75 horses would be hobbled out and belled. And
you rely on the machine to do its job, and the machine relies on you to, you know, not push it past its limits and what it's capable of, and so it will stay in the air. If you were in the wrong spot in a helicopter, yeah, you can send the cattle 20 different directions. We can also fix it very quickly as well. There's a lot on your mind, so you can easily make a mistake during the day. There's a level of safety standard, obviously, in every company. I don't believe that we haven't put in enough safety measures to prevent them. At the end of the day, as within anything, you have to take responsibility for, you know, your job and your actions and what happens.
This is how you catch buffalo in the Northern Territory. It's all about the timing. A chopper in the sky, catches ready to pounce below.
We're going to drive the animal, whether the animal's going to go fast, slow, turn around, come back.
And after many years of working in and around the industry, they saved up enough for their dream.
We've been working up here 20 years together, contracting and all sorts of businesses we've had, so obviously the ultimate was to get our own place, and yeah, opportunity arose and we thought, well, we'll go.
Kathy more than pulls her weight around the station and can show the lads a thing or two, but she shuns praise and says it's just part and parcel of living on the land.
Yeah, it's just what we do here. Get up, cook breakfast, jump in the catch, away you go. Get as many animals as you can for the day and come home, cook tea, look after everybody and feed animals, and away you go again. I'm usually the fencer and but just love catching.
There's only one of me and there's 60,000 acres and 10,000 goats, and so I've got to sort of be able to make that work. So it's minimal labour, minimal money going in, and just maximising your production. Western New South Wales now has quite a lot of industry infrastructure. We have plenty of fences and you know, we've got meatworks, not situated close, but we can get to them. And so I think we're really well placed to keep growing our industry. Well, there's 17 paddocks on Murnau. Basically, it's a fairly creative sort of a setup. We work with what we've got, and if we've got a rough season and too many animals, we'll spread them out. There's always some country resting. I try and work on a minimum of a third. In good growing seasons, then we mob up and paddocks might get a year's rest, or I've rested paddocks for up to 2 years at times. And basically the plan is that at the start of summer, destock everything we can, because summers are pretty notoriously horrible. And then we had a run of good seasons, and combined with that long-term management of the invasive scrub, we ended up with a thick layer of grass, and goats don't particularly like grass, and we started running out of feed for them and had to sort of go, okay, well, we're not really a goat property anymore, we have to look at cattle and sheep, and so that's been interesting. And so that then raises the productivity and the profitability of the property. I was lucky enough to study with Rangelands Australia in rangeland management at a postgraduate level, which was pretty interesting for me, and really learned a lot about how rangelands work. And then went and did a Nuffield scholarship and did a couple of laps around the world, basically looking at rangeland management and the goat industry, and how we could really get some better production happening out here. About 200 kilometres of TGP fencing, and we did it all ourselves, and in a fairly short time frame. Well, my daughter, who's 22, she's sort of got red dirt on the brain, and her and I have done in the past quite a lot here together on our own, and it sort of became a bit of a joke with a few people around here that it was Princess Station. So we, rather than getting upset about it, we embraced it, and so we formed Princess Pastoral Enterprises, and that's the name of what happens here, I guess. And so it's sort of a girls only thing. You've got different seasons, different markets, different grasses, different land systems within your own property. There's so much to know, and so the more knowledge we have, the better job we can do. And so I guess I have had a focus on trying to improve my knowledge, just because I was interested in it, so I should try and know as much as I can about it. And I guess as land managers, I think we have a responsibility to do it well, whatever we do in life. But you know, we're managing a piece of ground, and we should be doing it well. And you know, knowledge is power, I suppose, and the ability to make good decisions. And I mean, I owe so much to goats. Like, to me, they're the young farmer finance scheme of the Western Division.
So I went 180, going south.
Okay.
Racing towards the end of the Opilio season.
Does that look good?
Nice job, thank you.
On the Northwestern.
Well, maybe you got more luck than I do.
At this rate, I would hope so.
Need luck. Need a little luck.
After 8 weeks tutoring from the master and setting parallel strings on Western grounds during her final exam.
This is what's going to dictate the rest of this day. Right here. Hopefully Mandy had them in the right spot.
Mandy is set to either pass or fail.
This is a defining moment. Yeah. Get ready. Let's see what you did, kid. Catch me some crabbies.
Mandy's parallel set will either bring an end to the winter's pain.
Here comes.
Or burn a fresh wound and prolong the season.
That looks good. That looks real good. Nice, Mandy. That one's even bigger. That's gonna do it. I think the rest of the gear will fall in accordingly.
We're looking pretty good right now.
Bacon over here. Oh, you're nice. Nice job, well done.
Thank you.
Good girl.
With Mandy's pots on the mother load,
Okay, last one coming up.
Captain Sig puts another season to bed. And his daughter passes her final test with honours.
Andy stepped up, and that's the reward, what we're seeing there. I'm so proud of her for that she not only learned, but went by her own true gut.
This is the lesson. Never give in. Never give in. Never, 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 never.
Over the course of both autumn and winter seasons, captains and crews have risked life and limb on the Bering Sea for a whopping $165 million worth of wild Alaskan king, bear-die and opilio crab.
Tanks are jam-packed. Well done. Good job. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
But success in the fishery is about more than a paycheck. It's about mending frayed bonds.
Hey guys, let's throw Brady on the hook this time. Let's let him give it a shot.
It's about supporting family.
Snagged it first time? Brady! We got a natural.
It's always about saying what you mean, doing what you say, and proving yourself as a true Bering Sea crabber.
Case.
Huh?
We got that quarter minute. I just all? Yeah, he wants to meet up Seattle.
Yeah!
Because out in the Bering Sea, legends aren't born.
You've come a long way, bud.
They're made.
I love you. And I'm proud of you.
Can I go? Oof, oof, oof.
Looks nice, bro.
Official boat jackets. Special, special. Yeah, now you're official.
But no matter what, it's always about saying what you mean, doing what you say,
Never give up. I'll never give up.